Hello and welcome back everyone. So today I thought I'll make something with prawns. I wanted to try some seafood. Prawns are my favorites hands down. I know it's a bit tough and it's a bit tricky to shell them and to devein them, but guys, trust me, it is totally worth it at the end. So I was wondering, how shall I make them? My favorite version of a fry is Rava Fry. I've already made a pomfret Rava Fry version, so I thought let me try it with prawns. But it's a bit tricky with prawns because they shrink in size, so I was wondering how to make it and I gave it a try. It came out really good. So let's go ahead and make some Rava prawn fry and get spiced. So here I've got all the ingredients for the Rava prawn fry. I have taken 12 to 15 king prawns. I've shelled them and deveined them so that they are clean. You can either keep the tail or take it out. I've kept them so that it's easier to pick it up and eat it. So if you prefer not to have the tail, you can just take it out. So yeah, that's up to your preference. I've got here some ginger garlic paste, an egg, some cornstarch and some basic spices, and to top it up with some lime juice. You can vary the quantity of the spices according to your taste preference. I want it a bit spicy and more on the edge. There's no hard and fast rule that you have to maintain the same proportions which I mentioned here. It depends on your taste preference. To this we'll add some basic spices and then mix it up to prepare it for frying. First thing we'll add is 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, and on top of these goes some basic spices. I'll about half teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of chilli powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and some salt according to taste. You can vary the spices according to your taste preference, and on top of this we'll add 1 egg. Lastly we'll add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Basically this is a binding agent or binding material which makes it bind with the rava which we'll add. Just add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and give it all a mix. As I said, there's no hard and fast rule. These are very easy to prepare. Prawns don't need that much time to cook, so we'll shallow fry them instead of deep frying them. I already tried making this once and I made a mistake of not adding correct amount of cornstarch and it did not bind so well together. So now I've improved it a bit, and also I tried deep frying them, which is a mistake which I got to know from a friend. So yeah, deep frying prawns not so suitable because they cook really fast and they shrink when they are cooked, so they lose that rava which is binded to them. So that is why we have added an egg and some cornstarch which makes it stick to the rava, and then the rava is completely sticking to the prawn and it's completely fried together. Lastly, we'll add some lemon to this. Now that it is thoroughly mixed, we'll let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes, and after that we'll coat it with rava and shallow fry it, and there you have it. It's pretty easy, as I said. Let's get on with it and let it rest for 15 minutes, and in the meantime we can prepare the marination or the rava coating. The prawns have been resting for a while now, so now we'll prepare the coating for the prawns. I've taken here some semolina, and to this we'll add 2 to 3 tablespoons of rice flour. The rice flour gives it a bit of crispiness when we fry it, so mix it all together. So basically the cornstarch acts as the binding ingredient and the rice flour acts as the ingredient which makes it more crispy. So now that we have mixed it properly, we take the prawns and marinate it with semolina and rice flour. Just coat it with that generously. Make sure to tap it so that all the rava, which is the semolina, is stuck to the prawn. So here we can see that the prawn is well coated with the rava. Similarly, we'll coat all the other prawns. Make sure that all the parts of the prawns are coated well. We dab off the extra rava, and I've taken here the finest rava which I have available. So make sure that the rava is fine and not too coarse. Now we have got all the marinated prawns which are coated in rava. Now we'll shallow fry them. Remove the excess rava and shallow fry them until they're crispy and golden brown. It cooks really fast, so please make sure that the heat is not too high, and rava prawns or prawns in general don't take that much time to cook. I can smell the aroma of the masalas and the prawns. It's getting there, guys. Once they have turned a bit golden brown on the other side, we flip them over. So the main reason to shallow fry it is that basically because if the heat is too high, prawn shrinks really fast and the rava will separate from it, and we don't want that. So that's why we shallow fry it at a medium heat until they are golden and crispy. So now that they have turned golden brown, we'll remove it from the oil and rest it on a piece of paper. Here we can see that they're golden and crispy. Similarly, we'll prepare all the other prawns. There you have it, guys. Rava prawn fry. Serve with some petersilie, some onions, sprinkle some chaat masala on top of this, and on top of this goes some lemon. Let's enjoy it. It's crispy and crunchy. Perfect way to enjoy the prawns as a starter. As I said, it's so tasty that you can just take it up, pick it up and eat it in a bite. The only sad part with this is that it gets over in minutes. If you keep it in front of people, they will just finish it in minutes. I guess I'll finish the remaining prawns as well. You guys make sure you try it out at home. Do let me know how it was. Until next week, happy cooking, stay safe and get spiced.